Hi there, it's Pascal here. In this video, I'm going to be answering a question I get. Someone said, why do I always say it's hard? What is really hard in online business? Why is it so hard for some people to understand it or make it or even make a sale online? Why is it that hard? Now, when this question popped into my inbox, I'm like, this is an interesting one because nobody has ever asked me this. And to be honest, I started thinking deep. What is really hard in it? Because if you look at it, you have a laptop, you have a mouse, maybe, or you have a keypad, and that's all you need. And internet is there. So all you got to do is just type. So, is it really hard to type? I'm asking you, is it hard to type? No. Can you move the mouse around? Yes. Is it heavy? No. So why is it hard? I'll tell you. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what is the hardest thing any person, including you, will do in your lifetime? What is your hardest task? To think. That is hard. You know what? You often hear me talk about The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. He said, the strangest secret in the world is you will become what you think about. Google these two things, you'll find them. I'm not lying to you. You may think, see, some people understand it, some people don't. You know, I've been studying and studying and studying. I've been reading books now. I've started even the Bible. I've been wondering, why did Jesus Christ, why was he always speaking in parables? If he speaks in plain English, people will not understand it. Or if he speaks, most of his communications to the masses was in parables. Why? I'll tell you the secret. You see, if you really understand it, your life will change. You see, Jesus Christ knew that he wasn't going to spend much time with the people, with the masses, you know, the people, the audience that he was. So that's why he was always speaking in parables to them. But if you come to his disciples that he was working with, he would then be explaining those parables for them. So the disciples that spent more time with him got it. Whereas out of the masses, out of everybody out there, it'd be like one or two people will get it. The rest will be still waiting for God in the sky to come down. Let me translate it. You see, when you get into an online, if Stuart starts training you, we are like disciples around him. We understand what he's teaching. He goes into more depth to explain what he's doing so that we can emulate it. But when you see him on videos outside, he's speaking in parables. Watch all my videos. I've noticed all my videos are more like idioms, parables. I'm like, have I started preaching? I don't even know, you know. The truth is, when I always get phone calls, you know, I'm gonna ignore this one for now. Yeah, there's people calling me, possibly online business. Now, idioms. See, if you get it, I want you to understand something. Where you are now, trying to figure this whole thing out, it's not gonna work. You need to build. The only thing you need is, has somebody achieved that thing that you want? go close to that person. The moment you start staying close to that person, you will begin to understand. You're not going to get it the first week, the first month, possibly the first year. You may make, if you follow stewards, you may make a couple of hundred or $1,000 the first year, but you will still not get it. You have to stay there. Some people might be smarter than some people. Like me, I'm not that smart. So it took me a while to get it. Actually about 10 months. But now I'm beginning to get it more crystal clear as to what is the secret behind all this online marketing. Everybody, why are some people making money? Why are some people poor? Why are, all these things? You will see them. It's all there. The truth is, even if you hear it, you wouldn't understand it. Most people won't. Because God has blessed you with something called your mind. It's magnificent. You need to understand how it works. If you understand it, then you will realize the damage that has been done. And there is only one way to repair it. The same way the damage went in there. You now realize the amount of work that needs to be done. You then relax and do the work. This is what I did it unconsciously. I've been doing this for the past year. I was listening to audiobooks every day. I didn't know what I was doing. I was reprogramming my mind. And many people will go to work and do whatever they like. Maybe you're a mother, you're maybe 45, you're a nurse, you have three or four kids, you have a husband, and you're working down now and then, and ends are not meeting. You just pay bills, you go to work. Somebody comes and tell you you need to start a business online, say you don't have time, I'm very busy. It's okay. Why don't you have time? Are you using your mind? Are you thinking? Are you thinking? What is taking your time is work. Why are you going to work? You need money to pay your bills, to do this. Why do you need to pay the bills? Because you need roof, you need to live well. So who told you you need all these things? See, that's where the real question is. Who told you? Who taught you how to use money? Who taught you that you need this type of roof? Who taught you this? Are you thinking? Mommy or daddy must have done it. What did they teach you? The same thing they taught them. Is it working? No, but you're still doing it. Are you thinking? Do you understand it? It's passed down from generations. It's not going to be easy. Every day I wake up, I ask God to give me the wisdom to explain this so that the common man can understand it. Because if you do, once you get it, you teach your children. That's all. Accept that you've made a mistake, that you've lived in ignorance. To be honest, that's what it is. You've lived on, there's something called autopilot. As in, you wake up in the morning, you bathe, you dress the kids, you go to work, you drop the kids off, you go to work, you come back, you repeat it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. You save some money, you can't do much. Somebody tells you at your office, they tell you in your 365 days that you will take only 28 days as holiday. Sometimes 20, sometimes 6 weeks. It doesn't matter. They just tell you this is the amount of holiday you have this year. You say, yes, sir. I'll accept it. Are you thinking? Whose life is it? Understand this. There is nothing good or bad. Only your thinking will make it so. The job you're in is not bad. I want you to get that part, because remember, I am evenly present at all places at the same time. So God is in you. There's no God in the sky. He is in you. So if nothing is bad, what is it then? It is. So all you have to do is to accept that this is a reality. Then this is what you want. Then go for this one. Now, why they say it's going to be difficult for you to do is you have to unwind all that you've been doing for about 40 years now. That is the hard part. And that is why they say, Hosea 6 said, my people will suffer because of lack of knowledge. And there's another part that said in the Bible, I'm not a pastor, but because I just remember these things. The road that leads to destruction is broad, while the one that will lead you to what you want in life is crooked and narrow. So as you're turning back now to reject what you've been doing, is first of all, you will fight it. You will, if you can do it. Many people will die this way. Understand that? Very few people will take that leap of faith with that little money they have and turn back and start heading down this way. It's going to be hard. Every money they spend, they will think about it. Am I going to make it? Am I going to survive? How long is this training? When am I going to make my first sale? These questions, this is the devil trying to bring you back to go this way. He's trying to stop you from heading down this way. All these questions will be arising. But the only thing you need is faith to keep going. You need that mentor around you to surround you, to be talking to you every day. You need to listen to those audio books. You need to be joining webinars every week. Gradually, this faith that is really small will begin to expand. Gradually, you begin to have what? Self-confidence. That's the only thing you're lacking at this point. You don't have it. Once you have self-confidence that you can make it, you become unstoppable. There's no other outcome. You survive. You win. You're successful. That is how hard it is. I've been looking for ways for God to give me wisdom to explain it. I hope I'm doing a good job here. I don't know. But if you have any more questions, please reach out and I'm happy to respond. I'm happy. I do this on weekly basis on my webinar. All right. So if you have any questions, please ask them. Send me an email if you got this by email or anything. If you like what I'm sharing, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.